What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do like a quick 10 things I wish I knew before starting my locks video, because I did a poll on my YouTube a couple weeks ago to see whether y'all would want to see this video first or the lock detox video, but this one got more votes, so I'll do the lock detox in one of my next few videos. Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into the things I wish I knew, or I wish somebody told me before locking my hair. So I guess the first point is maintenance. I locked my hair in the first place because I have tried every single style that you could think of, I feel like, in my years of being natural. And I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna finally just lock my hair. Like, it's probably the most low maintenance you can get with having 4C hair. That's true, but there's still so much maintenance that comes with having locks, especially because I have such thick hair and like my hair just absorbs water. I have to moisturize it, oil it, I gotta style it still. My edges, they don't be laying how everybody else's edges be laying, so I still gotta do something to my edges. Like, it's not as low maintenance as I thought it was gonna be, but it's still, I mean, it's still easier than dealing with like twist outs and braid outs and all that stuff. But yeah, maintenance is definitely something I wish like people would have warned me, because there's still a lot that goes into retwisting, washing, conditioning your own hair. Like, no, I'd rather just pay somebody to do all that. I'd rather pay somebody to retwist it for me. There's a lot that goes into it, and if you ain't got the time, pay somebody else to do it. The second thing I wish I knew before locking my hair is different ways to part it. So this plays into like the thickness of your locks, the sizing, and how it's parted. All of that kind of just ties into this one. I wish I knew that there was different ways to part your hair, because I started my own locks. So having your lock crushes and stuff on Instagram, you see that some people have like the triangle parts, and some people have like the block parts. Mine, I don't have any of that. I had box braids in my hair, and once I took those out, I just kept the same parts that I had for the box braids and locked my hair that way. I literally did it on my own. So they're not perfect. My locks are all types of different sizes, and I often wish that I let somebody else start them. So that's definitely a big one for me that I wish I knew before starting them, because once you get further along in your journey, you don't want to start over. Like, I'm not starting over. And if I knew earlier on, while they were still like budding and they were still like, you know, easy to comb out and stuff, I probably would have just started over and let somebody else start the parts, because it looks a lot better when you let somebody else do it. You don't have to worry about like super thin locks or super thick locks, because I have a mixture of both in the back. It's a little bit of both going on back there. I have some locks that are thinning, and I have some that are just like way too big to even really retwist. Parting, it's a big deal. So if you can, I would let somebody else do it. It's worth the money to just have somebody help you start your locks, because they grow out so much prettier. Like, you'll have lock crushes. You'll have lock crushes on the gram and on YouTube, and you'll see that most of your lock crushes probably have some beautiful parts. So take my advice and pay somebody to start your locks. The next point I wish I knew before starting my locks is the dryness that comes along with it. So for me, especially in the wintertime, like my psoriasis flares up, especially in the front parts of my hair. And like, as easy as it is to get to my scalp now that I have locks, I still can't use like oil-based products as heavy as I was before, or certain deep conditioners and stuff that I was using to help maintain dryness overall. I can't use anymore, because now that I have locks, it'll cause a product buildup. So if you have issues with like your hair retaining moisture like I do, then you might think twice about getting locks, because it's definitely been a struggle like trying to maintain both, but it's doable. Some people are really good about oiling their hair every single day, you know, finding or making products that work well for their hair. But for me, it's just been a struggle finding products that work in the wintertime, especially with retaining my moisture overall. So just think twice. If you have really dry scalp like me, or dry ends, locks might not be the best for you. So since we're talking about products, this will be my next point that I wish I knew before starting, is that less is more overall with having locks. Less is more. I had to throw out so many of my natural hair products when I first locked my hair. Like, I literally put them all in a bag and gave them to my friend, because the ingredients in them all are just like not cohesive with having locks. So you have to really do your research on the products that you're using so that you don't cause a lot of buildup, because it's just not cute. Like, it's really, like, not even to be funny, it's not cute to when you see product buildup, especially in the front of your hair. Like, if you use edge control and stuff like me, the product buildup, it just looks nasty, and then you feel like you need to wash your hair, or you feel like you need to detox it because it builds up and it gets like sticky. So just using less. Aloe is amazing. Like, overall, just using aloe, that's like one of those products that you can just use for everything. Aloe is amazing for locks. Aloe, distilled water on your hair in a spray bottle, amazing. And your favorite hair oil, like keep it to like 3. Keep it like a basic skincare routine, but for your hair. Keep it down to like 3 products, and you will see an improvement in your hair. I really had to learn this the hard way, because there was one time that I used, what was it, like I think it was a shampoo. It wasn't even a conditioner. It was like a heavy shampoo that I was using before, and I was like, ooh, this will probably feel good on my hair. So I bought it again, used it on my locks, and my hair was white, y'all. My locks were white. I had to lay in a bucket of apple cider vinegar and hot water for like an hour and a half just to soak out all of the heavy product that was in my hair. And that was just from a shampoo. So imagine it being like a conditioner or even a leave-in conditioner. Just steer clear, y'all. Stick to water-based products. Stick to like tea tree or like detoxing shampoos. Just keep it real simple, I promise you. I promise you. Another thing I wish I knew is how annoying it is that your locks literally absorb any smell around you. I feel like my hair will often smell like smoke, or like it'll smell like gasoline, or it'll smell like onions or like cilantro, like whatever I'm eating, you know. Like, I feel like a lot of times my hair just absorbs that smell. It just like sticks to your locks, and it's hard to maintain. So if you have a hair mist, or they have like little hair mists and stuff for locks, keep one on you, because your hair is going to be smelling like whatever you do for the day, I promise you. Like, your locks will tell your entire day. Somebody could just sniff you and know what you did for the day. So just keep it on you. Oh, this is a good one. So, air drying versus heat drying your hair. Listen, I have been doing my own hair for 2 years. I just started letting locticians play with my hair in the 3rd year of me having my hair locked. I just now started letting people play in my hair, and I've learned so much just from going to a few different locticians in the area. Heat drying your hair helps to prevent that like mildew smell from that you could get from air drying, because that's what I was doing before. Was just like, I wash my hair, I retwist it, and then I'll just let it air dry for the rest of the day. And then sometimes I'm like, I feel like my hair still smells wet. And one of the locticians told me that it's potential mildew, that if I don't dry my hair fast enough or use heat to dry my hair, because my hair absorbs so much water and quickly, it could be mildew. Like, that could be what I'm smelling in my hair. And I was like, bitch, what? Like, nobody told me that. So if you're doing your own hair, if you have a blow dryer or one of those little like cap thingies that you can hook up to your blow dryer, heat dry your hair, because one, I feel like the retwist will last longer if you heat dry it, and second, you prevent that like that mildew or like just your hair smelling wet or like outside smell. It prevents all of that, trust me, and it was a game changer for me. Okay, so interlocking versus palm rolling your hair. It's definitely something that I wish I knew more about before starting my locks, because I probably would have started with interlocking. I personally feel like it looks so much better, and it may take longer for you to see that your hair is growing by using this method, but it looks so much better. Like, your locks just stay in place, your hair all stays in place so much better and so much tighter. And I feel like your retwist, the retention is just, it spreads out so much longer than having it palm rolled. With palm rolling, I feel like I just have to do it so much more often. Even if somebody else does it for me, even if I'm going to a loctician, I feel like palm rolling it doesn't last long for me. The retention is still probably like 2 weeks, and then I feel like I need to do it again. I feel like they get frizzy really fast. So if you have 4C hair, or if you deal with a lot of frizz, interlocking may be a better option for you versus palm rolling. And that's something that I wish I did more research on before starting. If you're gonna pay somebody to do your hair, it seems like it might be a better investment to just get them hoes interlocked because they last longer. So let me know. We can have a debate about it in the comments because I really want to know what y'all think. When I first started my locks, I was not aware that protective styling was a thing with locks because locks are like a protective style on their own. So I was protective styling on top of my locks to get through the short stages. I wasn't confident enough yet to just like rock them as short as they were. So I was doing a lot of box braids over them. I was doing a lot of Marley twist over them. I was wearing wigs still for a long time. For about the first year of having locks, I was protective styling them. It will be okay and your locks will be fine underneath these styles. So I never had this issue until I locked my hair. But pet hair in your locks, on your locks, is an issue. Or lint from clothes, from sweaters, from anything. Once they're fully matured or budded completely and you feel like they're sturdy, you can take like a hard bristle brush and brush your hair. That helps a lot with lint, and pet hair is definitely a thing and you have to maintain that. Last but not least is coloring your locks. And I wanted to save this one for last because as much research as I did before I decided to color my locks, it was still so much that I had to learn after the fact, and it's really something that you have to deeply consider before doing, because once you color your locks, you're stuck with that for a little while. You can't color your locks too much. You're basically using dye or bleach or whatever on like dead hair, so you don't want to go in too much with too many different dyes or too often. So first and last time I dyed my hair was last June, and I haven't touched it again since. I haven't used any dyes or any bleaches and stuff on it since. My hair after I dyed it was so dry and so brittle. My locks changed a lot after I dyed them, because before I feel like they were fuller and I feel like they were softer. Once you dye it, it's really no going back. Like you can dye it back, but you gotta wait. Like you can't just be dyeing your locks every 5 seconds. Your hair gonna fall out and it's not gonna be cute. Y'all seen Lil Wayne's hair? Y'all seen Lil Wayne hair, that's all I'm gonna say. Those are all the things that I had to learn as I went with locking my hair, and I'm still learning. It's a journey, and it takes a lot of patience, and it takes just a lot of self-awareness. You have to be patient, and you have to really pay attention to your hair as it grows and as it changes, and you got to figure out what works for you. Definitely be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and share this video for me if it was helpful for you, or if you know somebody that it might be helpful for, and I'll see y'all in my next one.